Welcome back to our channel, Explained, where we discuss one interesting topic a day. Today, we will take a closer look at the life of Marco Polo, the renowned Italian explorer who traveled across Asia in the 13th century. Marco Polo was born in Venice in 1254 into a wealthy merchant family. He grew up in a cosmopolitan city that was a hub of trade and commerce, and he was exposed to different cultures and languages from an early age. His father, Niccolo Polo, and his uncle, Maffeo Polo, were successful traders who had already traveled to the Middle East and Central Asia and had established contacts with the rulers of those regions. Before we dig deeper, I'd really appreciate a like and subscribe to my channel. Let me know in the comments below what you think. If Marco Polo and Ibn Battuta met for coffee, what would they talk about? In 1269, when Marco was only 17 years old, he embarked on a journey with his father and uncle to explore the vast regions of Asia. They sailed across the Mediterranean Sea and arrived in the Middle East, where they began their long journey. They traveled through Persia, or modern-day Iran, and visited the cities of Tabriz, Baghdad, and Hormuz, among others. They encountered various challenges such as bandits, harsh weather conditions, and unfamiliar foods and customs. They also learned new languages and adapted to different lifestyles. Afterwards, they continued their journey through the Central Asian steppes, where they encountered various nomadic tribes such as the Tartars and the Mongols. They witnessed the power struggles between the different rulers of the region and the impact of the Silk Road on the economy and culture of the region. They also traded various goods, such as spices, silk, and precious stones, and gained valuable knowledge about the geography, history, and society of the region. He then explored China. After several years of traveling, they reached the court of Kublai Khan, the Mongol Emperor of China, in 1275. Kublai Khan was impressed by Marco Polo's knowledge of several languages and his curiosity about different cultures, and he appointed him as a special envoy and an advisor. Marco Polo spent several years in China, exploring the cities of Hangzhou, Suzhou, and Beijing, and observing the customs and traditions of the Chinese civilization. He was amazed by the grandeur of the Forbidden City, the efficiency of the postal system, and the quality of the porcelain and the silk produced in China. He also wrote extensively about the Silk Road, the ancient trade route that connected China with the Mediterranean world, and the various goods and technologies that were exchanged along the way. After spending 17 years in Asia, Marco Polo returned to Venice in 1295, where he was received as a hero and a celebrity. He brought with him various exotic goods such as spices, pearls, and silk, and he shared his stories and adventures with his fellow Venetians. However, his reputation was soon tarnished by some skeptics and critics who doubted the veracity of his accounts and accused him of exaggerating or fabricating his stories. Some even called him Marco Millions, implying that he had made up his fortune from his travels. While in Venice, Marco Polo was imprisoned during a war between Venice and Genoa, two rival city-states. He spent several months in prison, where he met Rusticolo of Pisa, a writer who helped him to write his famous book, Il Milione, also known as The Travels of Marco Polo. The book, which described his travels and adventures, became one of the most influential books of the Middle Ages and inspired other explorers, such as Christopher Columbus. The book was translated into many languages, and it sparked a new interest in geography, cartography, and exploration. Marco Polo died in 1324 at the age of 70, but his legacy lived on. His book, The Travels of Marco Polo, remains a valuable source of information about the history, geography, and culture of Asia in the 13th century. It also inspired other explorers and adventurers, such as Christopher Columbus and Vasco da Gama, to venture into new lands and discover new routes. Marco Polo's travels contributed to the exchange of ideas, goods, and technologies between East and West, and paved the way for the Renaissance and the Age of Discovery. In conclusion, Marco Polo was a remarkable explorer who traveled across Asia in the 13th century and who left a lasting impact on the world. He witnessed the diversity and richness of different cultures and civilizations, and he shared his knowledge and experiences with the world. He overcame many challenges and obstacles, and he inspired generations of explorers and adventurers to follow in his footsteps. Marco Polo's legacy reminds us of the importance of curiosity, open-mindedness, and cultural exchange, and it inspires us to explore new horizons and discover new possibilities. Thank you for watching, and we hope you enjoyed this journey through history. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more interesting content.